Ooh, that's a noise to start.
What a...
I wanted to get the first word in, but I didn't know what to say, so I just...
That's how you grab attention.
That was something. It was loud.
You
with authority.
You grip people's attention span when you start a podcast that way.
I thought I broke my toe a couple of days ago, but I kicked the table and I made that exact sound.
That's
like,
cool.
Like it just came out of me.
Why'd you kick the table? Were you angry at
no, it was just,
me or Rocco?
I was just trying to get through my house and I didn't have shoes on.
But
I was home. I have been accused to not wearing shoes here, but that's the old Shawn. I've worn shoes every day, even in summer. Now,
round of applause.
I just need you to know
Adulting.
This. I was at home. I kicked the table and made.
Yeah, that's good. I
scared my kid and my dog.
I sprinkle like staples and rusty staples around here sometimes, just to make sure nobody's walking around barefoot.
Not gonna hurt me again.
Do you have like the real like fucked up feet that the guy from that Discovery Channel show had? Do you remember that show?
Solo.
No, actually, I want to talk to you about Free Solo.
I'll talk about Free Solo all day.
I know what you're talking about. They're naked.
No, it was like the two guys, and there was one that was like a hardcore military survivalist. And,
Bear Grylls. I'm sorry.
No, actually. No. And then another guy who was like a hippie, and has been barefoot for like 25 years.
Oh my
and his
God.
feet were like disgusting.
No, my feet are fine.
I want to kiss them.
My feet are just fine.
They're toughened up,
but
though.
they get.
I like
hot.
gross feet.
They get.
You heard it here first.
I have my feet get temperature-wise hot. They're not sexy. When I say I have hot feet, I'm not referring to them being like attractive feet. They're just so. It always feels like they're hotter than the rest of my body.
You
I want to
feel
cool them
that?
off. Yes.
That's weird, dude. I
What
don't
does the
feel-
doctor say is going on?
I've never brought that up. Never brought up my hot feet to the doctor. I don't know.
You should go to the doctor.
Yeah, you should go to the doctor.
I mean, I can go to the doctor for sure. I mean, that's fine.
I got hot feet.
Yeah.
It's like I haven't gone to the, I mean, I guess.
Hey doc, I got a case of the hot feet.
My last physical was a couple years ago. It's been a while, I guess.
Do you like taking foot baths?
What is that? No, what do you mean?
You just get a little massaging kind of warm
No,
water
I don't
foot
do
bath?
that.
I would definitely go to the doctor because if that heat spreads, what happens when your balls get hot?
Uh-oh.
What are you going to do then?
Gotta take them out. Guys, I'm sorry.
You got to figure this out before, it gets
Doc,
worse.
I got toasty balls, doc.
Toasted nut
I
syndrome.
got toasted nuts.
No, I'm not. And that's just my feet.
Doc, my balls are so sweaty. I can't keep them inside. Did you know, by the way, you just inspired me to do a really interesting deep dive side note about Lord of the Rings. So I was reading about Lord of the Rings. Bear with me.
Sure.
Okay, I'm
Bear Grylls.
Frodo's toasty nuts.
Somebody said that elves don't have a word for penis or genitalia.
okay.
But then another person pointed out that the elves actually do have a word for penis, but they don't have a word for genitalia, balls. And then another person chimed in and said that, now this is where it gets interesting.
Now buckle up.
Humans only have testicles because our body temperature is so high that our semen would die
Die on the inside.
of our body. And so the testicles need to be outside of the body for temperature reasons. And then a fourth person pointed out that Tolkien has actually said that elves experience cold much less so than humans do, implying that their body temperature might actually be lower, which would scientifically constitute no reason to have testicles.
Like a reptile. You're right.
I hope
So they just
explore
have
that in the
just a
show.
dong hanging out, and that's it. Just that.
Presumably, if you look
Yeah.
at the clues that Tolkien has left, the breadcrumb trail does lead to that exact conclusion,
That's
Shawn.
so cool.
Yes.
Wow.
They're like
Yes.
castrados.
Camera on me. Camera on me.
Yes.
Theme song.
Welcome back. We are going to be
Welcome.
discussing Rings of Power. That was my review of episode 1.
Hell yeah.
You're watching the Mega64 Podcast on a hot Sunday night. Derek, Shawn, Garrett here with special guests Gene and Kasey. Our good friends have returned
Hello.
from
Hi
a
there.
faraway land known as Los Angeles.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Pleasure to be back.
cartoon
Love
land.
being on
Thank
here.
you for coming back. How long? When was it? Last time you were here? It's been a while.
Maybe
It's been a couple years.
Pre-COVID, yeah.
Pre-COVID for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
different
wow.
set, different me, different Kasey.
I missed
we
the
were,
pirate set.
It was
I
the
do like
pirate
that.
set.
It was so
It
comfortable.
might have been the makeshift one, with the black tarp.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
We
don't think we
we
ever
were
won.
here for the latest Dragon Ball Z video,
Oh, that's true.
That's true. You are.
That was Spopovich.
You're
and I turned
Spopovich.
into chocolate.
That's
Yeah.
right. So there we go.
Yeah.
You know, you're here
Yeah.
recently, but not for a
So,
podcast.
Who
The
was
keen
the fan
eyes.
favorite out there? Do you like Spopovich? Do you like
Screaming
Girl Who Got Turned into Chocolate?
Chocolate gal.
Everyone's
Everyone
favorite
loves
character.
Spopovich.
Choco gal.
Comment
I want
in
to
the
say
chat.
I was very honored to be in that video. I want to say this
Oh.
publicly because I really like those videos. I mean, I like you guys in general. For those who don't know, I'm a big fan of Mega64.
Thanks, Gene.
I've been following you guys since like 2010, maybe
Okay,
before that.
that's pretty
I think
good.
I've said it like at cons and stuff, but like I first found you guys through Nintendo Power, that
Dang.
little snippet you had. Probably, I mean, you probably know better than me what year that was.
Oh, you.
I don't
you would be
remember. We've been in
mistaken.
so many magazines, bro.
Oh wow, the flex!
I
But
can't
yeah,
even recall.
and that was like back when the videos were just hosted on the website, and so I
Dang.
have some of them saved.
Nice.
I have those WMVs or whatever saved somewhere.
Saved on a hard drive.
Saved
The
on
good
the
old
hard
days.
But and then I ran into you guys at Comic-Con, and I was like, oh, these guys are still around. And I started watching the podcast and been watching ever since. But yeah, I love the Dragon Ball Z videos, and I always wanted to be in one. And when Derek sent me a text saying that like, hey, we're doing another one, can you be here? And it was like the next weekend.
Yeah, it was-
and I was like, yep, dropped that. And I was like, who am I playing? Because like I would love to be like Kid Buu or something. I feel like I could pull that off. And I totally get why that was not going to happen fully. But he's like, you're going to be Spopovich, and I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm going to be that
Spopovich is
bald Russian dude that blows up.
yeah.
I am Russian, so that
Are you really?
yeah.
Oh,
I was born in Ukraine. My heritage goes back to.
I didn't know that.
And you
Russia.
love having one nipple out.
I love having a nipple out. I love having
doesn't?
a bald cap on.
Yeah, that's everybody's
And,
dream.
Going like this.
And
My
then-
neck was really sore the next day.
Oh, yeah. Just like
Oh,
watching
from-
you.
yeah.
and I didn't. And
It hurts.
I was like, why is my? I'm like, am I getting a sore throat? Like it was like that bad. And I was like, oh wait, I was doing this the whole
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, like the whole time.
He has a look. Spopovich has a very defined kind of.
He's got a veiny throat.
neck.
You know?
Yeah, he's got
got
traps
those throat
for days.
veins.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
Well,
that was a lot of fun.
Yucky.
Yeah, we were happy to have you. Thanks for coming out and doing that.
Oh, it was great.
You were a wonderful Spopovich. You would have been a terrible Kid Buu. I honestly, I don't know. You know, you're still bringing this up, so I think we should just hammer this down right now. You would have flopped as Kid Buu. It never would have worked.
You really wanted to play Kid
the
Buu badly?
recoil would have just
did.
been through
Well,
the roof.
I mean, like, I just feel like I have the physique for Kid Buu, the very like petite but in shape.
Hey, me
defined.
too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Petite but defined.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
I'm even more petite. Yeah.
Kid Buu,
I
Derek,
guess.
you had like 2 seconds of screen time. You're only Kid Buu for one energy
Here's
blast.
the thing. All right.
That's true.
You may have the better petite physique, but I have more childish charm and energy.
You were a good Buu.
So when you go back and look at me at Kid Buu, here's me as like adult Buu, right?
That's
Yeah.
pretty
And
good.
here's me as Kid Buu.
Oh.
It's uncanny.
Yeah, because
pretty
kids,
good.
Like you just transformed into a
you know,
baby.
kids are like, what do I do with my hands? I don't know.
That's exactly what
Yeah,
kids
you got kids.
do.
You got like 7 kids.
I do.
Are you
Yes.
talking Oob? You were very animated like that during the Oob segment as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who Kid Buu is.
No, I was talking about Kid Buu like beats on his chest.
Yeah.
That was like
Oh,
my, envision.
Buu.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm talking about Oob. I'm talking about.
You're
Oob.
talking about Oob.
Were you talking about just Kid
I'm
Buu?
talking about the final form of Buu. Yeah.
He's on screen for like that.
Oh, yeah, you would have been great as that.
Oh, now we fucking figure it out.
Now I see what you were. I thought you wanted to be Oob the whole time. Oh, you would have killed as Kid Buu.
Can I rewind time?
Shit. All right,
Well,
that's okay. Gene, you've been staying busy up in Los Angeles, right? Since we filmed the Dragon Ball Z video, you have a band.
I do.
You don't. We don't want to talk about that though. It's top secret band.
it seemed like you didn't want to talk about. I do.
I don't think a lot of people. I
I'm
know
not going
that
into it.
the music does things to people. It's very.
Look at me.
What do you do in the
satanic.
band,
I love
Gene?
it. Music.
I look like a douchebag.
What do you do?
I'm the front man.
Oh my gosh.
Tambourine player.
Singer. Yeah, basically.
What's the band called?
Q Bomb.
Q Bomb.
Q, like the letter Q and then bomb. Yeah, we've been busy. We got signed last year to Ghost Pixel Records, Living Tombstones label.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
They're very cool.
You guys have been busy. I saw like all of the music video stuff coming out on social media.
So
and definitely tuned in. It was great. I'd played stuff on the PPS years past your last album. Yeah,
you're signed to a record label. You're living the rock star dream.
I have a leather jacket.
You wear a leather
Exactly.
jacket. You're here on the Mega64 podcast. Can you tell the people out there what's the reality of being a rock star?
Okay, I'm gonna drop the
Break it down
I'm gonna
for the
drop
people.
the jokes because it's actually very difficult.
You're signed to a record label now. You're in it. You're on the come up.
It is very fun. I'm not gonna pretend that it's not fun. We made 3 music videos this year, which was a lot, and a lot of logistics, a lot of like our last video that we put out called Poison Pop was a combination live action animation video, so it was very difficult. I really wanted to push my own limits as like a director and producer. Of
We were just
content.
watching it before the show started. You rented out a whole baseball
rented out a
field,
baseball field.
and you did honestly, it's like if Mary Poppins met.
That's what we were going for. You got it.
What's like a badass anime about baseball? It's like if Mary Poppins was mixed with a badass anime about baseball.
Haikyuu.
Yeah.
That's volleyball. No, it was like, hey, let's do like a Scott Pilgrim type thing.
Yes.
But with animation. And I come from the world of animation. I've been working in it for quite a long time. And so I was like, that part I got on lock. But doing a video, a live action video, I do not have on lock. So I worked with a lot of talented folks. But yeah, we did 3 videos. We put out an album called Hyperpunk in right on Halloween. And played a couple of shows since then. We had a gallery in downtown LA at Q-Pop last week. Played a show right in the shopping mall area.
Oh, that's cool. Like
I think some internet soldiers might have been there.
Oh, nice.
I didn't know there was a live show. I saw the stuff about the gallery.
Yeah. We played. So we
So many artists contributed to that. It was amazing.
30, I think.
That's
Yeah,
great.
It was great. Yeah, we have a really cool fan base. And so we played a show like right outside the shop, across from Jungle. Like it's in that.
Oh, that's
that
fucking
place.
Yeah,
awesome.
right across- yeah.
That must.
Okay.
It
That
was a
must've been
little
cool.
scary. It was we didn't. It's not like we got permits or anything. So we were just kind of like, let's just hope we don't get arrested.
So I've been there.
Oh,
Yeah.
like
that
Beatles
Exactly.
rooftop style.
You're
that's-
like the Beatles.
That was I am basically like John Lennon. And I'm like John Lennon. I really am Rocco. I'm starting to do
Beatles accents now.
I'm starting to do John. No, this Paul McCartney.
Yeah, he's a Paul McCartney
He's
stan.
a Paul McCartney.
He's a Paul
Yeah.
McCartney stan. I'm the Lennon stan.
This is John Lennon. He's a
Shawn.
little more.
I'm the George Harrison.
Oh, I was going to say you were also
George Harrison is
McCartney.
a little more
Is George
up
Harrison
here.
your favorite Beatle?
Really?
No, Paul McCartney is.
I knew it. And Garrett, let me guess.
Ringo.
John Lennon.
I'm a Rolling Stones guy.
You don't like the Beatles at all?
I'm joking.
He's
No,
joking.
of course the Beatles they're fine.
Who's your
They're fine. He
favorite?
fucking hates them.
They're all 4 of them together where it's at. I don't really
This-
fuck with anyone's. Actually, I will say I do fuck with some George Harrison solo stuff.
really
Okay,
I don't really
okay.
fuck with anyone else.
You're a
solo.
Harrison guy. That
If I had to
should've
be,
known.
You have to be.
Casey, favorite Beatle?
Y'all ever see Yellow Submarine? The Nowhere Man? He's my favorite Beatle.
Oh.
That's a good one.
I don't-
the animation.
Okay.
Of course, she brings
Yeah.
it into animation.
Jeremy Hillary Boob.
Jeremy
JT.
Hillary Boob fun.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
What's that
we
voice?
that's his voice.
That's
Never
how he sounds
seen
in the Yellow Submarine.
Oh,
So
okay.
good.
He's the best.
I haven't seen
He's the
it.
Nowhere Man.
I've actually never seen Yellow
It
Submarine.
really?
It reminds me of
you gotta come over.
drugs, and I stay away from that lifestyle.
That's true. You should. Don't do acid.
We had a-
anyway. So I've been in a band, and we did all that, and but it's hard to get noticed for music. It is incredibly hard. It's like anything really, but I think people think that getting signed is like that you did it, but it doesn't guarantee people watching or listening to your stuff. There's no way to force that. You can put money into marketing, which we did a little bit, but inevitably, everything comes down to like how well you can go viral, and like how the hell do you control that? You can't.
That's crazy.
You can't.
So
You
Sure,
got to
guys
come
know
to
all
the
about
Mega 64 guys. I mean, that's what we're
true.
experts in, going viral.
Derek
We
is
make
gonna
it
be-
look easy. Everybody is a Mega 64 fan, and they go, "Pfft, why I should be doing this?
I need to do a
4 fucking guys. I got friends. I do crazy shit all the time.
We do see that.
Film me. I'll do a fucking YouTube channel about video games.
We did do.
Everybody thinks it's so easy.
At this last show, because it was so close to all these anime shops, we did a cover of Rock the Dragon, which was a lot of fun.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay,
It was a lot of
nice.
fun. I kind of want to record it. And then you want to do a video? A Dragon Ball themed video. You have all the
Dude,
props
you guys
right
should
here.
cover the second theme song to Death Note.
Yeah.
I love. Okay,
Hormone.
so Maximum the Hormone.
Yes.
We have been reaching out to them to play a show with them if they ever come through LA. So we'll see. I don't think they'll do it, but putting it out into the universe. You know?
Yeah.
Should do a cover of that song they did for Chainsaw Man.
Oh, it's so good. Chainsaw
Maximum
Man's great.
Hormones on the Chainsaw Man soundtrack?
There's an end credits theme that they did.
Oh, no shit. I've been really enjoying that.
Chainsaw Man's the shit. And I love that every single episode has had a different end credits.
Yes.
Like that, they must have had a crazy budget.
Yeah,
for that
so
show.
specific. Like, usually you don't watch end credits to an anime, but
No,
it's
same.
specific to what happened in
Yeah.
that episode.
It's so
It's
good.
so
It's
good.
really good, too.
It's such a good idea.
So
I can't
good.
believe no other show's done that. At least
Yeah.
that I've seen.
I just don't think they have the money for it.
Doro does something sometimes
always
where
the
it's
same.
different, but
Oh.
they do repeat assets sometimes.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just, it's been a good response. Like everyone that's heard the album loves it. But how do you reach more people? I don't know.
It's
You
all
come-
about
You come on a
viral.
podcast. and
Come
talk
on
about it.
podcasts, yeah.
You gotta talk about
Check
it.
out Hyperpunk.
Is it on
Spotify,
Not this podcast.
Apple Music?
You gotta get a bigger
Bandcamp's
podcast.
where you
Well,
get
it's
the
like
best
a-
cut, though, right?
Yes.
You should
That's
tell
true.
people
That's
that.
true. Go on Bandcamp, buy our album, stream it a lot, leave it on overnight.
True that.
Don't turn it down.
Is TikTok as important as I hear
Yes.
musicians talk about? It is.
Yes.
Because I kind of just refuse. I'm like,
No,
not
I know, me
interested.
too.
Is TikTok important? Question of the
But
week.
for music, insanely enough, like
Yeah.
TikTok is like one of the most important platforms.
That's a
now
problem
I
that
think
for emerging
ahead.
music.
Go ahead.
That's a problem that we have yet to solve because I think I personally don't like TikTok. I find it really frustrating. And but you have to that's the best way
Part
to
of
get
the grind, right?
part of the grind. So,
So-
I don't know.
I think the quickest way to get famous is to have teenage fans.
Yeah.
Frankly, that's how it's
We do.
always been.
We
You
do.
know, whether you're the Beatles or Elvis or Mega64 20 years ago.
Taylor
And
Swift.
so TikTok is just the platform that you're going to tap into your teenage fan base now.
It's
It
not the
is.
medium,
It
it's
is.
the
You know.
it's
And
not the message, it's the medium.
When we came around, it was YouTube, you know?
Right.
And,
true.
And we were of that age and tapping into an audience of that age.
But there's also a constant shift in those things, right? And I feel like we're seeing a more aggressive cycle of these social medias become relevant because like TikTok's already getting into this very like capitalist consumer sort of thing where
Yeah.
like which didn't happen on YouTube for a while. And
Probably like 4 or 5 years before they really started like introducing the mid rolls, pre rolls.
Really, you're right.
marketing and-
Yeah.
TikTok's already, I feel like it's already.
It was almost
beginning.
installed from the beginning because they're looking at the YouTube model of this is
Yeah.
what makes
Yeah,
money.
TikTok realizes as a video
Yeah.
platform, we'll eventually need to start putting ads before this.
So it's like, I think it's just, maybe it's optimistic on my part, but I feel like it's already gonna start getting lower and lower return. But whatever. The point is like we got to figure out how we're gonna utilize TikTok to our advantage. But I just like making music and videos, and
That's what it's about.
yeah. So I don't want to bog myself down too much with the marketing side of things because if you do that, you start to lose the joy of the making of the things. And you also TikTok, the way TikTok is, it's like you could really pigeonhole yourself into a specific thing. And it happens a lot with artists where like they'll do like parody songs or whatever. And those blow up. Those get like millions of views or whatever. And then people are like, do more of that, do more of that. And it's like, well, I have an original album. No, do more of that, do more of that. We like that. That was a fun thing. And you're fucked because now you're no one's going to like care about your original stuff. So
definitely, you have to practice what you want to do. You know, you have to pursue the path you want to go down. You can't pursue a different path that's counterintuitive to the thing you want to do.
Yeah. True.
So
Yeah, but it's fun. It's making a video in 100-degree heat for 3 days straight in
Been there.
baseball uniforms. And
Dude, the custom outfits where the production value on that music video is so fucking high. Aside from all the animation, like the outfits and the makeup are what stand out for me.
Thank you. We put a lot of work into it.
Yeah, it's great. It is a dope video. You should check it out.
Thank you. We collaborated. Our bassist Jordy like did the designs and I kind of supervised the whole thing. It was my storyboards. It was my idea, funny enough, I like wrote the song to what I imagined the video to be because I think very visually.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think very visually. And once we had the idea, like, wouldn't it be fun to do a video where we're like doing like an anime baseball fight thing? And I was like, I want to figure out what the song would be for that video. And so I wrote that song for that video. And so I always knew what it was going to be. And in like January, February, I did all the boards. And then I got a couple of close friends from back in my hometown to fly out to LA to shoot the whole thing over the weekend.
For real.
We booked that baseball field. And I was just talking to Derek about it. I guess it was like $3,000 to get it for the weekend, which I thought was a lot. I'm sure everybody would agree that feels like a lot.
Yeah.
But as far as like permits and shit, that's really not.
Wait, you have a whole baseball field though?
It was it was like a practice field, but
Was it like at a park or something?
yeah, they had like
for the whole weekend,
like
for
5
like
or
3
6 of
days.
them. I guess it's not bad, but it felt like a lot. I've never done
We
on
steal
location
shots usually.
Oh,
So it sounds like a lot to us.
My cousin had his 35th birthday on a boat in the bay
Yeah.
for 4 hours. They drove him around and served food and had a DJ, and that cost $3,000.
but there's more
To get fucking driven around on a boat for 4 hours. You had a baseball field film shoot for the whole weekend for the same price as his boat party?
Yeah, but they didn't serve us food or we weren't on the
DJ,
water.
no DJ.
There's no DJ.
Sitting there.
We were the music.
You
We had a
provided.
speaker that played our song ad nauseum. But no, it was a lot of fun. I mean, you guys know, being on a shoot is always a good time.
Yeah.
It's exhausting, but it's a good time.
You really get to hear that song
You
over and over
boy,
again
dude.
on a music video shoot.
But it was fun. I like being challenged and I like being kind of pushed. And so like I had to be in character, jumping in front of the camera. I had to be behind the camera, co-directing, moving stuff around, helping people out, trying to look at the boards, make sure we're tracking. And my co-directors were amazing, but it was still like
So you're not living
Exhausting.
like that fucked up rock and roll lifestyle.
not at all.
You're living that like I'm the older business savvy,
Soak it all in. G.
legacy
There you
act.
go.
What am I even fucking saying?
Soak it in.
I thought you'd have some stories of
What are you
like,
trying to
I was at the Holiday Inn, we got trashed, and I took the TV and I put it down the. I don't know,
No, we got to pay that back.
dumbwaiter.
No, nope. That money's all going to come back. It's another fun thing. Bands don't really get like free checks from labels. You get an advance, and I think people might not know that.
And the advance has to go to
Advance
stuff, right?
goes back, so you have to pay it back with album sales or merch sales, whatever. But yeah, you don't get money. You might get money up front, but you're just going to be, you have to pay that back eventually. So it's like you still have to tread lightly and like not overdo it. And so that's what's funny is like all those bands from like the 80s that were partying and shit, like those labels might have been covering all their room trash expenses, but they just probably were in like, to be fair though, I think those bands were so popular that they were bringing in so much money that it didn't fucking matter. But they probably could have been much richer if they weren't wasting all their money, label advance money on bullshit.
It'd be way funnier to hear
People
about
don't do that anymore.
Hear about the bands who weren't rich but still wanted to emulate the people they liked, and so they started doing that shit to like Motel 6s or whatever, and had to pay
Their
for it.
manager's like, guys, we cannot pay for this.
Yeah.
like,
I think there was a moment.
we're not Guns N' Roses. Chill out.
I think like the 2000s, I think people realized after all the like behind the musics and stuff, I think that shifted people's perception of music. Like younger artists that were coming into the scene, they learned all these mistakes. And so people, I think, are smarter now with how they enter into the music industry. They're not as like
It's so different. It's all
foolhardy.
I still hear some stories.
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
I think that there is something about being 18 and
Oh, you're
being
just
signed
stupid.
and they give you $50,000. Like, you make a business out of this. You're like, yeah, I'm a party.
Yeah.
My business is I'm going to throw parties.
I'm in my 30s, so I have bills to pay. So I'm not going to be throwing TVs out a window. But
Well,
I know.
I was hoping.
I'll do it for you, Derek.
Okay. That'll be the next music. The next music video, we'll
Let's just trash a hotel room.
we'll just trash a hotel room.
wow.
I'll direct it for you. We'll bring
You'll
that
do it for
aesthetic
me.
back.
Can you bring it? Can you break all the?
If the concept of the music video is trashing a hotel room, then you get to trash the hotel room. I mean, it works.
I'm cooking.
That's
up,
kind of
I'm
like
cooking up an
baked
idea.
in. Yeah.
It's interesting. But yeah.
What if you made a music video about cleaning up a hotel room and just picking up the
being
trash?
polite.
Yeah, just like making the bed and stuff.
That could be a hit.
Wow. This
If
from
it
the
was,
best.
That's gonna
uh,
definitely go viral.
Yeah, I feel like it's like what you walk into the room and there's trash and you go, we gotta fix this, and you start cleaning it up.
We have a song called "Build a Robot Out of Trash" that would be very funny to just clean up a hotel room.
See?
And you have all the parts that you cleaned up. You can build the robot.
That's true.
And what about Kasey? What band are you in currently?
I am in no band. However, unfortunately, I am not in any band. But I did basically all of the like promo and single art for Hyperpunk.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, Kasey is a really good artist and did a lot of stuff for the band.
Yeah,
So,
I did
Does that make you like the marketing director in a way, or?
Oh yeah, I'll put that on my resume.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did all 3 singles, and then I did the promo piece for the gallery that they did, and a bunch of posters and stuff. So, I also helped out doing color design for the animated parts on the Poison Pop video.
That's true.
Nice.
No.
So yeah, I'm basically, because I live in the same house as Gene, he can just come downstairs and be like, "Hey, we need this," and I'm like, "Okay, I'm here."
Free labor.
Free marketing director. That's great.
No, we actually paid Kasey. That's not true.
So let me
good,
ask
Kasey.
you then. You're signed. You got this. The record labels give you budgets to do music videos. You know, you're not at the top of the food chain here, but you're not at the bottom either. You're in
No,
the
we
middle
are not.
here.
No.
So what, there's people out there who want to get to where you are. They want to get signed. They want to have their music videos funded. What do you think is the biggest mistake new bands make, or what was the thing that you learned along your journey? What do you feel like was the tipping point that led you to feel like, okay, now we're going to get signed. This is going to take us to the next level.
Well, I mean, it just helps to have connections, honestly, and that's always the thing. Is just you got to know people, and like being in LA is just good because you meet more people that are moving towards the same goals that you are.
That's not bad advice, though.
I don't think it is. Somebody told me that years ago, and
Meeting people means meeting like relevant people. It's not just like, I'm going to go on the street and be like, "Hi, how you doing? I'm Derek.
Well-
I'm going to get signed." But kind of, but like you have to be playing shows.
Yes.
You have to be meeting people in the scene. You need to be getting recognized by people who
Yeah.
can help you and like nurturing those connections, right?
I'll tell you what it is, and I give the same sort of advice to anybody who's trying to get into art too. And it's just you got to do things, and you guys talk about this all the time too. It's like people talk about I want to get into doing videos, and it's like, well, you gotta make fucking videos. Like,
Yeah.
you can't just talk about it and do the skit. And so that's how it is. It's like you got to just start. You got to make music. I think it helps us stand out because I worked in animation. I'm an artist, and so we have a strong like visual identity.
Yes.
That also helps set us apart from a lot of other bands that are doing a similar sort of sound. And but yeah, I think it helps to just do things and keep your scope low so that you're not like, we've gotten to this point, but in the beginning we just had 3 songs. That was our first goal. Let's get a demo out of just 3 songs, self-financed it, found a friend who helped us produce those songs. Then we were like, well, let's keep going. Let's just keep writing and let's keep playing shows, because playing a show is generally free. It's actually worse in LA because it's a lot of pay-to-play venues, which means you got to like...
Oh, that's awful, dude.
Oh,
For
it's the
real?
worst. So you have to pay like...
You have to buy so many tickets.
You have to buy tickets. You basically, you buy,
sucks.
$300 worth of tickets at $10 a pop, something like that.
Yeah.
And then you sell the tickets, and then once you break even, everything beyond that is profits. Sometimes they take a cut of that, which is horseshit. But that's an LA problem. It doesn't really happen in other cities.
Why don't you just book a show here in San Diego?
We did.
Come
We
play
played.
shows
Yeah,
here.
we did. We
Where'd you
played
play?
it.
Years ago.
Apparently, it was Brick by Brick. I think that was the
Oh,
place.
I've been there. Okay.
Yeah,
There's not
a couple years
of
ago.
great venues in SD.
Yeah.
What if
I hope to play again.
can we get you guys to come down and play on one of our streams?
Absolutely. That'd be
Oh,
great.
really?
We can
That'd
have
be sick.
Q-Bomb be the live
I would
band
love that,
for the Board Game Olympics.
Yeah, let's do it. Or Hellfest. Or sorry, not Hellfest.
That's a little bit further. It's
Whatever
not
it's
called
called.
Hellfest.
Oh my god,
dude.
interactive.
You sat in Rocco's chair.
Mega64
and you fucked that up.
Interactive Hell Festival.
sorry, everybody.
We didn't even tag it Hellfest. So if you search Hellfest on YouTube, that's not going to bring it up. That's going to bring up something else.
I can't believe.
Okay. This was going.
sorry.
It was going well, but we just went off the rails.
Casey.
Casey, you come here and Gene goes back to the window.
Yeah, I think maybe.
Go in the window.
I'm trying to do my best Rocco here. Is this live?
Oh,
we live?
Lord help me.
He didn't even entertain that thought.
He's like, I'm staying right here.
No, I'm staying right here.
No,
This is comfortable.
I'm in the bitch seat of the set.
We don't call it that.
Honest,
Shawn,
I'll be real. I prefer
Shawn
I find the window to be liberating.
Yeah,
I think it's more fun.
I think you look great.
I think it's more fun to be in the window.
Yeah, I call that the fun chair. But
What were we talking about?
that's what I say.
I think,
playing,
how to
that'd be
make
fun.
it.
let's
rock and
let
roll.
Shawn have a moment here. I feel like you've
Yeah.
not had a moment to express yourself
Oh.
in a minute.
Oh, do you want to talk about
So go ahead, man. You take it.
Talk about what?
free solo?
Sean's
Oh,
more
we can
into
talk about free solo if you
Sean's
want.
more into SoundCloud rap.
Yeah, what do you like? What trap artists do you like?
I'm not. There's been a lot of
Lil
words
Yachty,
thrown
Uzi Vert?
out here tonight that I maybe haven't really.
Travis Scott?
All right, hold on. Real talk.
Yeah.
Not
21
everybody is on the tip of, the newest thing. Not the newest music, not the newest movies, not the newest video game. But everybody out there has the one thing that is their hobby that they do keep up with.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what that is for Shawn at the moment, but why don't you tell us, Shawn, what is the thing that you are on the forefront of right now? That
Oh Lord, I don't think I'm. I
What's
truly,
taking over
it's
the
got to be
life
something.
right now?
I mean,
it's got to be something.
It's a football season.
Something's gotta be,
no, I don't
tickling
give
your
a fuck
fancy.
about that anymore. That's over for me.
Oh, why'd you say that, Garrett?
I shouldn't have brought
Should
it
have
up.
brought that up.
Fucking football.
No, I don't know. I've just been.
Jack White. I'm still following him.
Yeah, I follow him. Yeah,
it's
his
more
new
like a
albums are
rock
good.
thing. It's more
Yeah.
rock.
Yeah, I mean, I'm aware of him. Love him. Enjoy him.
Okay.
You're skating a lot.
I've been skating a lot. I've been trying to get better at that. I recently I found a longboard at a thrift store for $5, which was
Oh,
an
wow.
insane deal. It was a Sector 9, which is like
Oh wow.
I think those go for like 180 usually, and it was like I don't know how this happened.
You get name brand goods at the thrift store.
Yeah, dude.
Damn,
Anyways, so I've been skating on that just to go around, and I'm like, oh, maybe this is what I was meant to do. Like I don't have the skill to like drop in really and grind and like, but this I'm great
Yeah, just
at
surfing the
skating
sidewalk.
around. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And even like I can go up ramps on this, and I can like fakie back down. Like, oh, this is way smoother and better for me. Maybe I'm meant to do this. I don't know.
You should keep up the street skating.
I'm going
Don't
to.
give up on the
no,
street
I'm
style.
not. I'm not. But like a lot of times, Sawyer's been doing this soccer practice, and it's at this gigantic park with this huge like sidewalk that goes around it. And so I've just been taking the longboard for that and just skating around the entire park because that's for just traveling, it's better than the skate, the street.
Yeah.
board. Anyways, I've been doing that. Is that good?
Sounds great.
Did I do this? Did
Kevin, is that good?
I've just been, I've
Are
been
you
feeling
satisfied
weird. I've been
with
feeling
the-
weird lately. Do you
Wow,
ever
really?
feel
Why?
in a funk?
Is the holiday season putting you in a funk?
think
Sometimes it could be seasonal depression.
I don't have there's like no seasons in San Diego, right? Like that's
I think
not
it's
it.
chillier.
I don't know. Christmas music has a reverse effect. It kind of makes
Less
me horny.
sunlight.
It's don't snicker, Johnny. It's because all of this Christmas music I'm listening to is about like it's warm in here, cuddle up with me, give me a little smooch. I see
kinda
you
hot.
kissing Santa Claus. It's all lovey-dovey and kissing and hugging, and I'm
What?
just
I
like
want a
warm-blooded,
hippopotamus for Christmas. You
Yes.
popping a boner yet?
Dude,
Only a
I don't listen to
hippopotamus
that.
will do.
I listen to Bing Crosby.
I
Okay,
just
like,
did a deep dive on that girl who sings that song. I was like, is this like one of those Bart Simpson things where it's like an old lady and it's like, oh, it's pretending to be a little kid, or is this actually a little kid? She was actually 10.
Yeah.
How about that?
a
Hey, you
10-year-old
want to
thing.
hear something crazy? Go on YouTube.
Mhm.
2 years ago, I went on YouTube and looked up that song, and like the top comment was from somebody claiming to be that woman's grandson.
Really?
And it was like a whole like paragraph, just a random YouTuber like, hey, thanks for uploading this. Just want to let you know the woman in this video is my grandmother. And
Whoa.
here's some interesting little tidbits she always said about the filming of this video. And
Wow.
like, just wrote a whole and I was like, this is the best YouTube comment I've ever read. Like,
No shit.
It's actually informative, relevant
Yeah.
commentary
Thoughtful,
here.
Yeah,
It was like reading, like I read into Wikipedia and like read her whole thing. And yeah, she was 10 and then she moved to San Diego, went to San Diego State and like lived in San Diego. Like she's still alive, I think. And
no
it's like,
shit.
oh, wow.
A
Wild.
San Diegan, huh?
Yeah.
So
Who knew the hippopotamus girl?
I should switch up my channel because I listen to it's a channel called Traditions. I don't know, Christmas Tradition, but it's that like Bing Crosby, Frosty the Snowman, maybe a little Mannheim Steamroller, just a touch, not too much. That's too heavy for grandma.
My favorite part about this story about this woman though who sang that song was that some guy saved up a shitload of money and bought her a hippopotamus. And it's like
That's a
this
problem.
This wasn't, like a real life hippo.
And it killed her parents.
And
so
then
sad.
it's like, oh man, that was just a song. I don't know what to tell
Yeah,
you. Like,
I was
I don't think this 10-year-old girl really wanted a hippopotamus for Christmas. I don't think she wrote the song. I think she just sang the song. And now she has this fucking gigantic problem on her.
They kill a lot of people a year.
Oh,
They're vicious.
Well,
very dangerous.
They donated the hippo to a zoo, and now the hippo lived out its life there. But like, what the
Well, we
fuck?
don't know which zoo, but she did live in San Diego
Yeah.
at the time.
She lived in San Diego. Probably Disney bought it on the cheap,
I have
put it in
weird-
Jungle Cruise because I see they shoot one every hour. So they got to replace them
no,
hippos.
They just shoot
They're
that.
like tissues. They just go through them.
Yeah, quick.
Well, Christmas music is all well and good, but frankly, I'm tired of Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh no, bah humbug.
No,
I
you can't.
stapled that
No, you
really
can't.
good.
Really on
No,
there.
you
I did like you're gonna bring the whole set down. I
Yeah,
put the
that's- all right.
industrial
Well,
staple.
pull
in
that-
there.
Shouldn't be
Oh
here
my-
because it's fucking Christmas cast is out and Hanukkah cast is in.
That's right, baby.
I don't know what all these stockings you're doing here and these Christmas trees and these Christmas colors,
Well,
but
it's just
mark
festive.
my words.
Oh.
Next Sunday, it's going to be Hanukkah the fuck out in this place.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be pickles.
Yeah.
Gonna
I'm gonna eat
be
a jar.
This is the first news we're getting of foods.
latkes.
Oh hell yeah!
Love latkes.
Gonna be.
I can prepare knowing this.
Matzah.
I've heard that on Christmas, all the restaurants are closed except for Chinese
Yep.
food. Gonna get Chinese food.
Oh my god!
Very good.
It's gonna be awesome. The Hanukkah cast.
Very good.
It's gonna be
Lots
is
of smells.
Does this smell bad? I don't know.
Well, just all the
It smells
mixing
good.
of
It's just a lot. It's
rich
just a lot of
spices.
strong smells.
Yeah.
We're finally. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna take credit for this. It's the first time this has ever happened in the history of the world. We're finally making Hanukkah cool.
Wow.
Just make it
How many
Costa
Jewish
taking
people are
credit.
going to be here?
That I don't know. I haven't crunched the numbers yet. I'm hoping
Interesting.
we could get at least one.
I mean, I'll consider it. You'll get one. I'm half.
Our friend Johnny's Jewish.
and it's his birthday.
Are you Johnny?
You know what's
birthday, yeah.
actually funny about this is I am only now I'm finding out who of my friends is actually Jewish because the Hanukkah cast is bringing the conversation up.
Finally, we get
It
our
kind of
one.
is, yeah.
I
finally
have
get your
found that I
moment.
have had friends who are like fucking amped about, like, they're happy that we're doing this. Like,
I thought it was a.
and you know what?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be real. Garrett and I have been struggling finding Hanukkah decorations in stores, and I was like,
Looking at you,
yo,
Joanne Fabric.
This is fucking tough. You
Joanne
can't-
Fabrics is fucked.
Any
Me and
store.
Johnny found the spot though. We have an assignment for you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a Jewish deli. We
Okay.
went to DZ Aikens.
They
and
have
a
decorations?
They have a whole gift shop there.
Oh,
Half
they
the
do.
building is a
Right.
gift shop.
That's
The
Okay.
whole front end is a bookstore. You're right.
You know what? But yeah, we've been like, I'm like, dude, this fucking sucks. There's no Hanukkah stuff anywhere. And I
You
was
pointed
getting-
out Michael's. Michael's had a
They
good
did.
end cap. It wasn't an aisle, but it was an end cap.
We're a Christian country, so
Yeah,
I've noticed in the past week.
That's
I've noticed.
debatable, but
I wonder if
that's what
Hobby
people
Lobby
want you to
carries
think.
any.
You know what? I'm just gonna throw it out there that Hobby Lobby doesn't even say the
Well,
word.
yeah, I
inside
didn't
that
even.
store.
I didn't even
they'll shoot
try.
you on site.
Yeah, Hobby Lobby. Fuck Hobby Lobby.
I
hate
didn't
that
even
fucking
want to
place.
go. I didn't want to go do business there. Ugh.
I've had to go in there once or twice. I've never bought anything. I'll have you know.
I stole.
you walked into a Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, but I
yeah,
stole.
but that was to piss in the floor.
Canceled.
So it was all good.
Oh, okay, got it.
I have a Jewish friend who went to Hobby Lobby recently, and she said that she got hives. So
Oh, hives.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's
well, they knew the God knew, you know.
He
He's
knew.
like you're not allowed. To be, yeah, I shouldn't say that.
That fucking place. I hate Hobby
Rock
Lobby.
religion in
This
here.
Hanukkah cast is gonna go down in flames.
Don't say
No,
that.
Oh, that's our
This
worst
is-
fear,
no,
Gene.
Gene,
It's
don't
gotta
say
go
that.
well.
So far, this is not.
Gene, I'm super amped about the Hanukkah.
Oh, I'm
cast.
amped too.
Okay, good. Good.
I'm to see it go down in flames.
I'm excited to see Doc Ryan go down in flames, and he's going to lose. I said this last
I
week.
think
I'm
Doc
gonna say
Ryan's
it-
Jewish, right?
Yeah,
I think he is.
And the only flame is going to be
He's got an advantage.
the lighting of that menorah. Because
Yeah.
that first
How many
candle-
candles? How many candles?
How many candles
Don't
in
make him do
general?
math.
10. 10 candles. 10 crazy nights, baby.
That's
but
not-
it's only going to be one night.
Sunday, December 18th, a week from today. Tune in starting at 3 p.m. Mark your calendars. It's going to be Hanukkah cast this year.
I really have trained. You know, like my stomach can fit a large
That is a great
amount of
point.
food.
We talked
now.
about last week how much you've been eating. I think you're primed and ready to go.
I'm not going to
great.
let Ryan win. I'm not going to.
Okay.
Is it like is it specifically like Jewish foods? Is that what the
I
plan
think
is?
it's gonna be.
Derek revealed a few earlier. I just heard pickle. I heard latkes, Chinese food. That is the first glimpse we've gotten, Gene.
We
have no idea what the
You
mastermind
want real
is planning.
talk? Let's get
Maybe
into it.
may I suggest applesauce? Applesauce
Is good. We'll do that.
Good
We'll do
with
that.
latkes.
Okay.
People like
Applesauce.
Oh,
I
that
could-
is good.
I could eat a gallon applesauce.
We can't reveal too much. We're gonna save
No,
it
sure, yeah.
for the day. It's been interesting putting this together because it's kind of just like a reskin of the Christmas cast. But I feel like we put more thought into this one than we ever did into a Christmas cast.
Well, like Kasey said earlier, representation matters.
Yeah.
And we don't want to misrepresent.
Yeah.
So we've been
No,
consulting
you're exactly
our Jewish
right.
friends.
But that's never a concern when we do the Christmas cast.
Nah, because
Yeah, because who am I gonna offend? My grandma?
We're all raised in, like Catholic or Christian households. So like, what are we going to offend our auntie if we make fun of, I don't know. Like, but now fucking say the wrong thing.
Careful.
Look at Kanye.
Look at Kanye.
Well, Christmas is barely religious anymore anyway.
That's true. It's all about fucking materialism.
Let's all look at Kanye.
Yeah, let's all look at Kanye for what we don't want to do on the Hanukkah.
Well,
cast.
that's-
exactly
Exactly
That's the
that.
fucking yeah. You hit it right on the head with that one.
It's a pretty low bar.
But should we talk about like how all of the crazy anti-Semitism in the world lately has kind of led to us wanting
Well,
to
yeah, it's like fuck that. We're gonna celebrate
Oh,
this.
that's
Exactly.
nice. That's
Like,
great. Yeah.
I'm tired of seeing all this negative
Counter it.
shit. Fuck it. We're gonna do Hanukkah cast and celebrate.
that is the true reason for this season. So
Yeah.
I like that. I feel welcomed on
So-
this set.
so
You are
tune in.
welcome. Everyone's fucking welcome. Jeez Louise. Except for Kanye West. He is not welcome.
No.
I can think of a few more.
He
Yeah.
can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! And he can't come on this set.
Yeah.
He was
Did
banned
you know about that?
from ever playing professionally a Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Did he play professionally?
No, but it,
I
What
think
was
it
he
was
saying
just
about
like, let's
Yu-Gi-Oh?
cover all bases.
if he ever chooses to.
Okay, well, he's
Oh,
also
okay.
banned from this podcast. Easy.
Okay.
Is that
Yeah,
how
you
you
can
get
just
in the
ban
news?
anything.
Okay, yeah, I'll ban. Yeah, sure, why not?
ban everybody you don't like.
I'm also gonna, Chris Pratt, you're banned. Sorry.
Oh, but what if we had like a Mario movie exclusive? You would not let him come on the.
No.
Oh,
Jack Black.
Yeah, bring
though?
Jack Black.
Jack Black can come on.
Mushroom Kingdom.
I would love for
Here
him to come on.
we come.
But Chris Pratt, no.
no.
Anyways, please tune in next week. Cannot wait. Starting at 3 Pacific time, and it's going to be an awesome night. It's going to be a lot of fun.
We should talk about video games because the video game awards happened at the end of last week. What was that? Friday? Thursday?
Thursday.
We talked a lot about it on last week's show. We gave our predictions. Did anyone get a...
I've been playing, because I saw that everyone was like, it was between Elden Ring and God of War.
Yeah.
Didn't play much Elden Ring. I have played a lot of God of War, and I am bored. I'm so
That's why I didn't win, maybe.
bored. I've been stuck in this fucking dream world with this girl riding a yak for 5 hours. The fuck is going on?
There's yaks in that.
Why are people so like? I am losing my fucking mind on this God of War game. Like, I do not get this hype.
Time
If
to
it
get
wasn't
online,
for Beckett,
dude.
I would have definitely quit this game by now. Like,
Oh, yeah.
what in the world are we doing with this yak nonsense?
I didn't like the first one either.
You didn't.
God
Yeah, I
of War
didn't-
4?
No, the first, like God of
The
War.
first God of
yeah,
War
the re-
of
the-
2018?
of
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
I always get confused. The 2018 one is not God of War 4.
This is God of War.
Yeah.
But was
They-
it the fourth one? Or was there a God of War 4
I think
before that
I think
one?
it is.
I'm not sure.
It's the-
Yeah,
okay,
I
okay.
always call it God of War 4, and then people get confused. They're like, no, God of War. And I'm like,
Because there was like Chains
Yeah.
of Olympus. There was like
Yeah, there's the
Yeah.
DS.
there was God of War, and then God of War 2, and then God of
PSP.
War 3.
And then, but there's
then-
like DS games in between
and then
that.
a couple mainstream
I think it was
releases
like
in this one.
PSP.
PSP.
yeah.
I'm sorry, not
Yeah.
I
DS.
always
said the same thing.
I always die on this hill, and people fight me on it, but nobody's been able to sway my opinion. This game is the same as the God of Wars that came earlier. I feel like gameplay wise,
Yeah.
they're the same. And people were like, no, Derek, it's totally different. They redesigned the whole game. And I'm like, no, they did it. It's the same gameplay.
just a tighter.
It's
camera.
modernized.
It's a more modern
It's over the shoulder
build.
but
Yeah.
Chains.
Yeah. No. Well, he did.
No, you
No,
can
he
up-
does.
you can
He
unlock
has the chains.
Secondary
And
weapon.
you
Yeah.
can- definitely has that.
You can change your weapons.
He has both.
You can upgrade your weapons. You can like get spells. You're collecting
just
orbs. You're
start with
opening
an
up
axe.
treasure boxes. It's like it's
They
just
couldn't
more God
change
of
it
War.
too much, right? Like this. So if it was like kind of threading the needle of like something new, something old. I just didn't. I appreciate the like, hey, there's no loading screens. You're like always in the game, but give me a fucking loading screen, man, because there was like long stretches where I was just doing
On
nothing.
a yak. On a fucking yak.
You know,
I'm in it for the story.
It's strange for me.
Sure,
I
it was
think
good.
to me, there's a larger conversation here about how the mainstream audience of video games at some point started aging. And what I mean is that video games were always intended for quote unquote children.
Yep.
But then recently it was like,
Yeah.
well, the children of the 90s and beyond are now adults who still like video games. And God of War I think is a game made for them. It's like specifically made for this older
30-somethings.
audience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
People who are dads now.
Yep.
Yeah.
People who are dads now. Yeah, exactly. But
Like
I
me.
feel like
They failed it.
it dilutes the, like, I still enjoy kind of the games they were making in the past. These new modern games that focus on a narrative for older people, I'm like, just for me personally, I don't know how you guys feel, but I'm not really
Totally.
interested in those kinds of games.
No, I'm interested in being like a badass like robot chick.
Yeah.
Or something like
You know?
fantastical. I don't know.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, robot
Totally.
chick, badass robot chick, sure.
I'm a sucker for the Norse mythology. I think that's why I've never played the old God of War, because I think that the Greek mythology is boring. And I was like, oh, they're changing it up. Like, okay, I'll play these. So I really am in it for the story. But I could see how, the gameplay got a little monotonous.
Did you beat it?
No. So I said when we watched the Game Awards on Rocco's Thursday night stream, I said, hey, whatever wins Game of the Year, I got them both sealed, sitting on my coffee table.
That's what you choose.
I only play award-winning AAA titles. And
Nice.
so
Do you burn the other?
I'm man of my word. Yeah, I fucking trashed God of War. No, I'm waiting. That's now back in the backlog.
Old
But I
backlog.
started Elden Ring, and I'm sucked in, just the same way I got with Bloodborne.
Elden Ring's good, but it is too big. I started playing it, and I just talked about how much I've been doing this year. I was like, this is not the time for me to do this. I think I played for like 30 hours, and then I realized that I had barely scratched the surface. I was like, putting that back in the box. Can't do this right now.
I'm glad I waited, because like I knew when that game came out, didn't have time.
Holiday
for
season's
it.
probably the best time for it.
Yeah, exactly that. Because I'm getting some time off coming up here, and I picked it up on a Black Friday sale for like half of its launch price. So I'm really enjoying that, and it feels twice as good because I got it for $39.
Oh, that's great. That's
Usually
good.
I buy a $70 game and it sits on my shelf until it's $30 when I get around to playing it. So I'm trying to do this a little more.
Yeah.
I've been playing City Skyline all month.
What is that?
It's like SimCity.
Sims. Oh, gotcha.
You make your own
SimCity.
city, but you could explore your city. That's cool.
That's cool.
And then I'm exploring my city, and I'm like, I wish I could rob the people in the city.
That's
I
good.
wish I could do like
Whoa.
Grand Theft Auto 5 in the city I built. So Rockstar or Paradox, whichever company wants to start working on that, there you go.
Free idea.
Free idea. Make it. You got one guy right here who's gonna buy it.
I was gonna get my kids. They love the Just Dance games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was gonna get them this one
The newest.
for the Switch, the 2023 one. All of the boxes, all of them have a thing where it's like no game card in or no game in here, just the code,
Download code.
download code, and it's like I don't know.
Just buy it online.
Well, I think
It's so you have something to
I
unwrap
think
on
it's to
Christmas.
wrap
Oh.
something, but it's like what a
Yikes.
fucking waste of plastic.
Yeah, that's terrible.
It sucks.
Like either have the physical game or don't. But like, what is this halfway? Like, oh, there's a code in here. The box, you have the box forever though to throw away and pollute the landfill. It's like, what the fuck? Like that is
Literally, you'll have the box forever because it's gonna take 2,000 years.
Oh,
for
yes.
that
Yeah,
to
it's gonna
break
take
down.
exactly 2,000 years for this to go away,
Yeah, isn't that
and there's
shitty?
no need for it. What the fuck are we doing? That was insane to me. Like even like having the chip in it, I don't get it. Like, okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Maybe it's biodegradable box.
I fucking doubt
Doubt
it.
it.
I don't think so.
Doubt it.
Ship your boxes back
But why?
to Just
Why are
Dance.
we? What are we doing? Why are we doing this?
The transition from physical media to like digital only is a clumsy one.
Yeah.
Well, as a collector of physical media, I hate it because my games are getting rarer and rarer.
Right.
Like if you didn't pick up God of War Ragnarok on release weekend, it was fucking hard to find.
Oh, was it really?
A lot of stores didn't get a second shipment because they only make so many now because they're pushing digital.
Digital sucks because it's so big. Every game is
For someone who has
hundreds of
shitty
gigs.
internet, yeah.
And it's also not permanent.
That's the big thing for me is like,
Yeah.
when that PS5 network goes down in
And it
15
is
years,
gonna go down.
and I want to play that game, I can always dust it off and hook it up and run it in its unpatched format.
Did they shut down PS3 store yet or no? They were gonna.
They extended it.
It's on its way out, Kevin.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, PS4 is gonna happen. Yeah.
It will happen to every single Netflix
3DS
is not going to be around forever.
Oh, hell no.
Dude,
That's why you got to read books, people.
Yeah.
my my kids have been really into the Brady Bunch movies.
Why?
Because
That was judgmental of me. I'm
that
sorry. I don't know.
was Gene.
I'm
And
sorry.
have you seen them? Because they're funny. We watched the first one, the one that came out in the 90s or whatever.
Yeah.
And Lennon loved it, and then wanted to watch it again. I'm like, okay. And I went back to I forget it was on Paramount Plus, and it's gone now. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
fuck.
Oh,
We
that's
just
the
watch this shit.
Yeah, when you and the opposite too. It sucks when you just watch something and it's gone. It's worse when we were looking for Bullet Train because we were like, yeah, I'll check it out. Didn't like it, but
Yeah, me neither.
It was bad. But it came on Netflix the next day after we had spent $6 on it on Prime, and I was like, son of a bitch!
Yeah. See,
Let us know when you're gonna have something soon. I think they do, but I just didn't.
You got to go to
Yeah.
a secondary
Yeah.
website that announces.
Read an article about it.
Yeah.
And it's like, you like movies, huh? Well, let me tell you, movies are great. And 3 paragraphs later, they have a list of stuff that's coming. It's like, I don't want to. I've been playing Rogue Legacy 2 on Switch. It's
Okay.
great. Did you ever play the first one? Seems like a
Derek got
game.
me into the first one.
Legacy.
It was-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You got me playing that.
It's
Yeah.
good.
I never beat it. I think I got
It's hard to beat.
third world.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty fucking hard.
Rogue Legacy 2, I think, is better balanced than the first one, and it's great. There's definitely hard moments, but that. And then me and Kasey have been playing No Man's Sky, which runs great on Steam Deck, which is what Casey's playing it on, and it runs like dog shit on PS4.
Oh, still?
Constant frame drops. Terrible frame rate.
That
And
was up for best community during the Game Awards.
maybe the community has
community support, I think. Just because that game has come so far and
I'm
so
sure
long.
it's great.
It
It's
didn't win, so-
unplayable. Oh, okay. So,
Did not win.
unplayable.
Well, it's a flawed game, of course, but I'm way more forgiving of it because it plays great on Steam Deck. Meanwhile, Gene is having the same problems, but it's constant frame drops, really laggy. So it's just not worth it for him.
I was enjoying it, and then it just became I couldn't do anything. It was just
Oh, shit.
and there's nothing I can do.
You need a Steam Deck.
I guess I need to get it. Well,
Gotta have 2 Steam Decks.
I think it
Yeah.
actually might be better optimized on Switch because what happened is they made the Steam Deck version because they knew that was going to sell. And then because of that version's existence, they could port it to the Switch because they optimized it all. They lowered the textures and all this stuff. And so I don't know. I might have to get it on Switch, a lower fidelity console, so that to play it, because the PS4 just can't handle all the shit they put in that game.
But all of the console and PC versions are interconnectable between...
Not Switch.
Oh, Switch is on its own
Switch is
servers?
not. Everything else is cross-platform.
Oh, wow. That's a
Except
shame.
Switch, but that makes sense. But we did try, and the thing is it doesn't, at least in the beginning parts of the game, it doesn't really matter because it's so much of it is tutorial anyway, where you're just trying to learn how to play the game. We were in the same area, and it was actually causing more problems than anything. So it's whatever, I'm just gonna do my own thing.
Yeah, so we've just kind of been, we'll say, you want to play No Man's Sky together? And then I play on Steam Deck and he plays on PS4, and we're just like, hey, what are you doing right now? That's
Yeah.
cool, I'm doing that.
Yeah, we'll trade info,
That's it.
but it's fun.
You're not physically on the same planet. You're
We're not physically.
No.
galaxies
all.
away.
Yeah,
No, we're in completely different galaxies.
Oh, that's funny.
it's a fun game. It's a base builder, crafting. That it's the same gameplay loop as hundreds of other games, but it's space. It's fun.
For sure.
It's good. Hey, Death Stranding 2 got announced.
I wanted to
cannot
talk
wait.
about that. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That was the big kind of thing that I was anticipating is okay, well, I know Kojima's going to be there. What's he going to announce on the Game Awards? And I'm happy that it was Death Stranding 2 and not some new franchise. Because
you didn't want the new franchise.
Well, I know Overdose or whatever, the dude shirtless leaked where he was filming it on his monitor.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That game, that will come at some point. I think that's the rumored one he's working on for Microsoft exclusive.
Probably really early in development.
It seemed like it. But this, I actually like have wanted. I think since I finished Death Stranding, I thought like, I wonder if we'll get a sequel to that, because there's such a vague story.
Yeah.
It's a cool story, but there's a lot of vague. It's Kojima. It's like pseudoscience-y kind of nonsense, nanomachines and extinction events, and it's his style. There's a lot of lore to like expand on, so that's why I'm excited about the sequel.
I love that Kojima is just always working.
Yeah.
I feel like every time he puts out a game, like he's probably gonna take a break, but then just a few years later, the next one comes out. And it's like, damn, he's so consistent.
Yeah,
That's true.
Well, some would say that's his production team. That's all of the hundreds of people under him. He's, I think, an idea guy who takes a lot of credit for a lot of hard work.
Well, I think
He's a producer.
Yeah, but isn't what all directors do, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's what they
There's
do.
a-
They have
there's
a
always
team, they
a-
direct the team. And
Takes
then
a
they get
village.
yeah.
Sure.
But he's the.
And I'm sure nothing gets passed without his approval.
I would think
He wrote it all.
definitely got.
All of those people want a job, and presumably would be working for somebody.
Yeah.
So they're working for Kojima, but I just his projects are always such an event in the world of gaming.
Yeah.
And at any point, he could just kick back, and be like, all right, I've done it. I've made multiple masterpieces, but he just continues
I see what you mean. Yeah.
on a regular schedule, just release stuff when he no longer has anything to prove. He doesn't have to. And I just appreciate any industry when you have somebody like that. Like, I've been doing this for so long. I'm at the top of my game, and I'm continuing to put stuff out.
Yeah.
Yeah, an auteur, even though he has other people working
He's
for him.
like
Takes all the
James
credit.
Cameron.
Just
I don't know
like
if that's
James
true. I don't
Cameron.
know.
No, but I mean, yeah, they all those auteurs, like, they have artists, they have producers, they have people to actually execute on it all.
On something this scale, like you
you
have to.
Think about how
Of
many
course.
people become successful with a hit and then they're done. Like, no, I made it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'll mentor people. I'll give advice on other people's games. I'll.
Totes.
Yeah, Kojima's never satisfied, right? He always wants to do the next thing. That's cool.
I've always
That's cool.
thought he would do a movie by now.
I think
Direct.
he tried. I bet you he tried.
I think what he does with video games transcends movies.
I think maybe he's realized that, and because he always says he wants to direct a movie, but it's like I think maybe now he's decided like I'm gonna keep directing.
I
games.
always tell people the opening 2 hours to Metal Gear Solid 5 was my favorite movie of the year.
Yeah.
That year, that was a better cinematic experience than any other film I sat through. That
Breaking
2
out of
hours
that
of
hospital?
getting out of that hospital, I
Yeah.
was like, this is like the most badass thriller, action, horror, media experience. Movies I watch are fucking stupid compared to this shit.
Yeah, I
If
feel
I-
like he likes experimenting too much. Because I remember, I forget which game it was. It was an old game that he did. He said that he wanted to, when you put the disc in and it heats up, he wanted it to smell like blood. And everyone was like, no, we're not doing
don't know which
that. That's
game that
gross. And I love that he thinks of shit like that.
Smells like pennies.
Yeah.
That's the true auteur. You have to throw grandiose ideas at the wall and see what gets
Stuff
rejected.
doesn't all, yeah.
I love that because if you're not doing that, then what are you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, Mario was a big hit. Let's do something like Mario.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Those people, the Kojimas, that's exactly a good description what Garrett said, where it's like they exist to push the envelope, and most of the stuff they want probably doesn't get, but somebody has to push the medium along, and so like everyone else just wants to be a part of that process. Everyone else that works for him,
They trust Senpai.
he's a spearhead. He's a
I mean,
spearhead, and
dude got like the biggest pop when he came out on stage.
yeah, people love Kojima.
He's a rock star.
He
What
is.
else?
He really is like the gaming rock star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His
Oh, yeah.
fucking drip with the crushed velvet.
Yeah.
He's so
all
cool.
embossed patches from Death Stranding.
He met Al Pacino-san.
Yes.
I was watching some video interview with Norman Reedus after Death Stranding came out. It was one of those goofy, like, most Googled questions about this celebrity thing.
Yeah.
And the question was like, what is Norman Reedus working on next? And he mentioned offhand, he was like, yeah, I'm still working with Kojima on some like Death Stranding
next
sequel
one, he
stuff.
said. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like, this wasn't announced.
No, he leaked
just,
that
like,
about 6 months ago.
Oh, yeah?
He misspoke and he said, yeah, we're working on the next one, is the wording he used.
I think that was the video I saw. And I was like, I guess Kojima just doesn't care? I don't know.
No, he was not supposed to say that.
He got
Oh,
talking
yeah?
to behind the scenes.
They slapped him on the wrist.
trouble. He got in trouble. Really quick, I do want to point out that the next time you'll see us, we will have all seen some, not by choice, the new Avatar 2, Way of Water. So when you see us on the Hanukkah cast, we can give you our review. Rocco is so excited for this fucking movie. I am dreading this.
Why? Wait, it's a movie.
Why?
I'm
You don't have to
It's
go
going
to
to be
work.
an entertaining time.
We all come to work and get to go see a fucking movie with our friend. Why are
gonna be
you
like blue people swimming.
I keep seeing the trailer being like,
dreading?
this looks so fucking boring. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I gotta see it
But we already
twice.
sat through the Snyder cut, so
We did sit
Oh
through
my
the Snyder
God,
cut.
can't be
You
worse
did.
than
We
that.
did. That's true. It can't. And everyone's like, well, it's visually impressive.
Is
It's
it?
like, I don't.
That movie's going to make
I've been in a fucking.
And then
pool
when
so
Rocco got the tickets, he's like, I got the one with all the bells and whistles. I'm like, I don't even know what that means. I don't
High
know what
frame
you're,
rate,
I don't know
3D
what
glasses.
you're saying, but I don't want to see this shit.
You have to wear a respirator because they fill the fucking theater with water.
Yeah, they it's 4D. so
Dude,
they
it's
spritz you.
yeah.
I just can't do
The Navi farts.
Will it?
Has a wet fart in your face.
for the fact that it needs to make $2 billion to make its money back.
It's gonna
It's
make
gonna do that.
$4
You think so?
billion.
Yes.
You think $4 billion?
Yeah.
No problem.
No problem.
The marketing is insane. Like no one doesn't know about this movie.
Rocco got the tickets and it comes with a Tenga egg for the Navi suck scene.
Yeah,
Blue
it's a
Tenga
bad
egg.
dragon.
You're
Tenga.
saying,
Dude,
Kevin, $4 billion in
I agree with Kevin. Yeah. Yeah.
I understand that.
China alone is gonna. Yeah.
It's not about unobtainium, it's
put it this-
cumtanium.
The first Avatar came out of nowhere and made $1 billion. This one's gonna make $4 billion. worldwide.
4 billion. He said.
Mark my words.
I will mark your words.
That's
not
the-
even
Because
a
I'm
concern.
saying
What do you think?
it's not going to happen.
I don't even think they need to release it in America.
I'm saying
No, they don't.
Kevin says they don't need to release it in America at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kevin, we can do the math because they always have the domestic and then they have worldwide, so we can easily see that if what it does worldwide.
Yeah.
It's okay though.
I mean, how many boomers? This is a
lot.
boomer movie to me.
It's a
There's a lot of
movie.
boomers.
No kids want to see this fucking movie. Not one
gonna.
kid wants to see this movie.
I'm gonna agree with
Only
you.
boomers want to see this movie.
No, there's a lot of kids. This movie is marketed. There's so many toys.
I disagree.
That does not matter. Those are for the boomers.
Yeah, I agree with Shawn.
I'm telling you.
The
I agree with
Playmates. You do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe that one scene. Every time my kids see the trailer, they go, ugh.
I don't think
They
there's-
don't care.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think a single person under 30 gives two shits about this movie.
I mean, I'm not giving two shits about this movie. I think it's funny how jazzed Rocco is about
yeah.
it.
But
I don't think
Rocco-
any 8th grader out there gives a fuck about Avatar.
I think something
Wow.
happened when Rocco went to the Avatar world at Disney World or whatever it's called. He got like obsessed with Avatar after that moment, but he didn't care before that. He doesn't like the movie. Thank you, Kevin.
The fan
Rocco
base thinks it's
doesn't
a
like the
shtick.
first movie.
Yeah.
So
He
it's
just
just really
likes
good
that
marketing.
world in Disney World.
He enjoys watching it.
Yeah, what is happening?
He really like waxes so poetic about Avatar constantly and wears the clothing and buys staves and everything that like the audience thinks it's shtick. They don't think he's
I think it's
really
shtick.
invested.
I saw the movie with him. We both left the theater together. I'm both like, all right.
So he doesn't like the first. This is news to me that he doesn't like the first movie, but he's super excited for the second one.
I can't speak for Rocco, but I will. I think he can enjoy a film franchise outside of the actual movie, but that there's so much ancillary that certain film franchises transcend just being a movie and they become a whole entertainment. You know, Avatar has a theme park, it has books, it has
food.
there's a whole culture to it. It's more than just that one movie. Even if that movie is whatever, there's so much more. And I'm speaking for Rocco, but I assume
Yeah.
I get that
Okay,
feeling
I see
from him
that.
that the movie doesn't have to be good for him to still
lore.
Yeah, for him to still he loves lore.
He does.
he does.
He does.
He does.
And I
That's
think that going to this Avatar place at Disney World sucked him into like, oh, there's a whole world here.
He's a
Like,
theme park guy,
He
right?
loves theme parks, sure, but also like I think if he didn't like Star Wars before walking the Galaxy's Edge, he would have liked Star Wars now. Because it's such a they do a great job of building a place that's like, oh, this is awesome, is this? And like, oh, the water fountains do this. Oh, it's all different.
Yeah, that's true.
all just brilliant marketing.
Yeah, totally.
No, they know what they're doing.
Totally. But
See, now I'm the type of fucker who is like anti-marketing. So the more I experience of that, it actually diminishes my enjoyment of the original movie. Like
Same.
Avatar was like, cool that you made that movie. Like that was a kind of a technical achievement. But then the whole like merchandise aspect of it made me think like, in no way did this movie justify any of this fucking shit.
Yeah.
Fuck this movie. Like the more I'm force fed it, the more I reject it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
there's something about that.
Your point, Garrett, they do not advertise this on any kids show.
Really?
Any Nickelodeon. I haven't seen one shit for this. But Monday Night Football, every commercial.
So this is really
Avatar.
for dads.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, who's the main character? Who's
Jake Sully.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
you
a
know
kid
the
going to
guy.
be like, I'm Jake Sully. I'm this 40-year-old fucking guy who's pretending to be a blue guy. That's me.
The market is
He is the
dads
blue
who
guy.
want to go and see a movie with their family on Christmas.
Yeah.
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 And so they
okay.
buy
Dragging
tickets for the
these
whole
poor
family.
It's a
kids.
holiday movie. There's nothing else happening in December. That's the biggest movie that's coming out.
Violent Night.
Yeah, that's not going to cut it, Garrett.
Yeah, you know what? It wasn't very.
That's
I
not
saw
gonna
it.
do it.
Wasn't very
Jake
good.
Sully is just a veteran who wants to go off the grid.
Wants to
Yeah.
fuck up blue.
That's
Well, he
it.
wants his legs back.
He's just
We
The
can all
only
relate
reason-
to that.
Was that rated R? No, it's not rated R. That was PG-13.
No, PG-13.
The only reason he joins up
Still.
again is because his brother gets killed, and he wants to use the military to get new legs
Yeah.
back on Earth.
but he doesn't want to be
paraplegic.
part of the military anymore. He just wants to go out and live in nature and do powwows with this native group.
It looks like he's got a whole family in this new one.
Do I have to watch the first one again to be
No.
ready for the second
I
one?
can sub it up for you. What are you missing?
What happened?
Giovanni Ribisi,
They wanna get
he wants
unobtainium.
unobtainium.
Yeah, there's a planet and it's got a bunch of gold on it. It's
Okay.
called unobtainium, but they're these fucking native people, the blue Navis.
Okay.
And they're a pain in the ass. They're like
They're really
they're
hot.
like no dapple assholes.
It's really
All I
important.
They
remember
don't
is-
want the fucking oil pipeline. They're,
Right.
They're water protector shit.
Really important.
That's
They're,
fucking
they're
broken
really
guys.
hot. They're really
fucking sexy as fuck, too.
Shawn,
I
it's
do
really
remember
important.
huge and
leaving
hot.
going. I think that was Pocahontas, and I.
No, you're right.
Okay, so that's
It's
what I
Fern.
remember.
It's Fern Gully.
Dances with
They
wolves.
send Jake Sully there to trick him, and they're like, Jake, these guys are dumb as fuck, dude.
Find out.
Go there and pretend to be one of them.
Yeah.
They won't be able to tell you're faking it, and convince them to give us all unobtainium. And he does it, but then he's like, they are fucking sexy.
They're fucking.
I want to fuck this one.
I can't steal the gold from these giant blue sex machines.
Just thinking about it.
I want to join the society.
Yeah.
And then he does join the society. And then his bosses were like, that's not what we sent you to do. We're going to have to go kill him now. And that's the end of the movie is they fight.
They fight, and then obviously Jake Sully, of course, wins.
Yeah.
And then what? They decide to stay in.
Yeah.
Navi
They kick all the military humans off.
Yeah. And they literally say, now we're going to teach you the way of water.
They say that. That's how they
Credits.
end that.
Yeah. There's a
Basically, yeah.
post-credit scene, and they're like, "Get ready."
Oh, I don't
Or
know.
maybe
if
that was my
way
head
of-
canon.
I don't know if I don't know if you're serious or not.
Yeah,
but
Samuel L. Jackson comes out.
Samuel L. Jackson in this movie.
Comes out, he's like,
Tell you
"I'm
about
here
the
to talk
water
to you
initiative."
about the water,
The fucking
the
water.
Navi initiative."
H2O.
Yeah.
Well,
Tony Stark shows up.
Jake's like permanently in his avatar though now.
I was just thinking. I think his body gets like destroyed. I think.
Yeah.
oh, he's stuck in that.
He's
Navi.
it. Well,
His legs were broken.
they hook themselves up to the tree like two Wi-Fi routers, and then they transfer souls and shit. Ewa does that.
Oh, it's so hot when they do it too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they do it to the horse too.
Yeah.
Remember
They're all
that?
yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, that was a deleted scene, I think.
Was it?
Wait,
That was
no,
Mr. Hands.
No, that was a different scene.
Oh,
yeah.
I always mix up Avatar and Mr. Hands.
Yeah.
Can I
knew you were thinking of
Can
that.
they do the avatar and like warg me into those dragons? The
Oh
things
yeah,
the-
they put their hair into the
Yes.
dragon.
Yeah, you
Yes.
remember. Yeah, you got it.
And the
hair or
horses.
tails.
Both.
Both.
Yeah, and then later it's like shown as a metaphor for sex, and it's like
Again, 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Is it 3 hours and 20
Three-
minutes?
and that's before the
Shawn, I understand
trailers.
now. Never
that's
mind.
Before.
No, that's half your day.
James Cameron's such a bastard too. He's like, yeah, I mean, get up and piss. I don't care. You're gonna see it a second time.
Yeah,
He's a billionaire.
bro.
You'll get filled in when you go
He's
see
a
it a second
billionaire.
time.
Now, I am fully prepared to come onto the show next week and eat my words and go, that was actually a masterpiece.
I don't think
Right.
James Cameron, you fucking did it. I was a doubter, and now I can't wait to see The Seed Bearer.
Hey,
the number
he's-
3 or 4.
Why do you know the
He's
name?
always
That one's so dumb, I stuck my brain.
That is
he's
kinda-
always the best with sequels. Terminator 2,
Didn't like it.
Aliens.
I like the first one better.
But wait, yeah, Terminator 2 is
Both of the first ones are better than the
Yeah,
second
yeah,
ones
yeah.
on both accounts.
I was
No.
gonna say Alien wasn't his movie, but Terminator was. Yeah.
That's debatable, dude.
I think that this movie will suck.
Thank you. Thank you, Derek.
I think it'll suck as much as the first one.
I think that the first one was just 20 years too late. It was even 10 years too late. It came out in 2008. If it was a 1998 movie,
Yes, you're right.
that would have been fucking
Totally
cool.
right.
So I'm expecting another 1998 movie.
Actually,
in
I'm ready for a
2022.
2008 movie now. I'll get you.
I feel
It's
like
late,
if
2003
it had
movie.
come out then, even if the CG wasn't good, people would love it for the camp factor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be mind blowing.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They filmed in the Marianas Trench, Sean. The
Oh, that's
deepest
cool.
part
They
of
did?
Yeah.
For this movie?
They had to invent like new submarines to film this stupid thing.
Oh man, they should use a soundstage.
Have you heard of green screen?
Yeah, I don't know. Check that out.
Take a page out of Disney's book.
You're
Guys.
a
Get an
CG?
LED wall.
Man,
Whole
you're
thing's a
working
cartoon.
way too hard.
I saw a clip of I saw a thing on TikTok.
Oh.
Taking it back.
You're on that.
It was a clip of Jake Sully washing something in water. There's a lot of water in this movie.
Yes.
And people were like, "This shot cost $100,000," and people didn't seem to understand what that meant, and it was really funny. They're like, "Well, but why don't you just use real water?"
You know, it's not spending a lot of money is not impressive to me. That does not make your movie good.
I think it's something worse. It's wasteful.
It's like,
Dude, I would be impressed if you told me this movie cost $100.
yes.
Yeah.
Then I'd be like, what
That
the fuck?
Now
That
we're
I would
going.
want to see that.
You
Yeah.
made
Yeah.
this 4-hour movie for $100? This is insane.
Yep.
You must have done some fucking artistic shit.
yeah.
It's like in art
Absolutely.
classes
You're
when
so
someone would
right.
say like, "Oh, I spent 15 hours on this and it sucks." It's like, okay, good job.
But
Yeah.
if somebody comes in with like the Mona Lisa, they're like, check it out. 10
Yeah,
minutes.
I did this before I came in.
10 minutes and I whip this out. I'm like, you're fucking Mozart.
Yeah, that
you're-
person's
you're
getting
incredible.
fucking hired.
You're a
Shoot for the
genius.
low number. not
Yeah,
the
now
high.
that I think about it,
$2 billion.
James Cameron spent fucking
$2 billion.
14 years and $1 billion
Two.
to make this movie. Like that sucks.
You
Like
wasted a lot of money.
who's hiring you?
People are mad.
You sound like you're bad at your job.
People are like rightfully, mad at NFTs and crypto and all this. Like, I get it. It's wasteful. How much power do you think Avatar 2 cost to produce?
I mean,
bet it was a lot.
I think he used a lot of his own money, and I like his mindset of it won't fail because it can't.
He's probably
that's
right.
fucking
He's
delusional.
probably right.
That's delusional. It can't.
God,
it won't
sounds
fail
like
because
this
it
guy
can't.
This guy sounds like our next
He
fucking
needs
president.
to be taken down
Yeah.
a peg or two. You know, it's like what does James Cameron do when if this does fail? Kevin says it won't, but if it does, what would he do?
I won't.
Well, you're putting money in his pocket.
He's already making he's making 3, 4, and 5 as we speak.
This guy's a leader.
And now I
before
have to
3
go to
comes
these fucking movies for Rocco's birthday every fucking 8 years.
I feel like his movie's already failed, but that's just me. And I'm a contrarian. And I don't feel like, oh, so you made the most money of any movie in the world. That's not a success.
I agree.
Fuck you. Because look at what Shawn thinks of James Cameron now.
Mm-hmm.
Does this sound like a successful movie? Sean's ready to fucking spit in this guy's face.
I will spit in your face, James.
Because you made Avatar. Does that sound like a successful movie?
Nope.
He's dreading his
made $1 billion.
upcoming friends' birthdays because of this franchise.
When I saw the release date and Rocco said, "Ooh, my birthday," I went, fuck, now I have to see this. That was like dread.
you don't have to come.
Remember when
I
we saw
do.
True Lies?
Yeah.
And we were like, that was fucking godlike.
Yeah.
That movie ruled.
I do remember that.
You left that thing at James Cameron. Kudos to you.
Kudos, James.
That's a successful movie.
Sure.
You leave Avatar thinking like, what the fuck was that? And then all this merchandise comes out. You're like, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's not a successful movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
It's like a band, dude. Their early stuff is the best.
We had something to prove. It was like Terminator 2 was like done on a pretty tight budget, I think. I was just
Actually,
reading
I
about
think
it.
that was also like one of the most expensive movies.
Was it?
ever
Maybe
made.
Terminator. I know that like one of the earlier, I think it was Terminator. Because he had something, he didn't have a big budget. He had to work within constraints. And you get something like really cool out of it because limitation breeds creativity.
Totally does.
Yeah. James.
Now he's
$2 billion.
Sometimes you gotta
willy-nilly.
take it back.
Can you imagine a Mega64 video with a $2 billion budget?
I
dude.
sure can.
It'd be the most boring ass video ever.
Yeah.
What would it be?
But the actors would have got rich.
Yeah, most of the money's
We
going
just
in your
split
pocket.
the $4 million. Yeah.
It would be like the Blink-182 music video when they got all that money and started throwing it, at people.
I would do
Also,
that.
I'd be doing that.
I'm just thinking, we spent $2 billion on this movie. Wow, that's impressive. What'd you do? We filmed it in the deepest part of the ocean on Earth. Well, I could have saved you some fucking money right there.
Don't
Like
do that.
Shawn said, I got a pool in my backyard. $100. Oh, you spent $2 billion.
Yeah.
Are you even making a movie at this point? You invented a new submarine? Is the new submarine in the movie? Can I ride the submarine?
I remember James Cameron holds the record for being the person who's gone the deepest in the ocean. Like James Cameron holds that record.
I'm starting to think
he's a psycho.
James Cameron should hold the record for wasted more money than anybody else on Earth.
There's no way he has wasted the most money.
No, he has not.
Who's wasted the most money?
There's like,
Other than the dude who just crashed the FTX crypto.
I mean, I feel like
that wasn't a waste.
44 billion for Twitter probably wasn't the best.
that's
use.
pretty. That's
Yeah, that's
pretty
a
bad.
pretty-
That wasn't the best.
a lot
use of
more
that.
than $2 billion.
It's kind of an inflated
That is more
price.
than $2 billion. You could have made a lot of avatars for that Twitter
You
purchase.
could have made
Yeah.
22 avatars.
Yeah, I use Twitter for free. Think about
Okay,
that.
all right, James. Elon's got you beat. Okay.
For now.
For now.
Well, let's wrap this show up and move into the after show. Thank you for watching, everybody. Don't forget, 1 week from today is going to be the Hanukkah cast.
That's right.
I also want to say that check out shop.mega64.com. We just on Friday put up the Death is Certain, one of the all-time best-selling shirts, not just on our website,
All-time.
but every
Very good
website. And the Making Money shirt
Making money.
is also available now. Get it for your loved one for Christmas, whatever. Also, we like to do 64-hour specials. We're bringing this one back. We're talking, we got Gene here. We're going to do the Do It Goku shirt is coming back.
That is coming back.
Is,
Recalling our
Spopovich
classic.
in
What
there? Is Spopovich on there?
You know what? I'll double check that. I'm going to say that's a hard
I'll have
maybe.
to double check. There's a lot of characters on that shirt.
Yeah, but there's pretty much everyone but Gene is on that shirt. So make sure you get it on sale for 64 hours. And that's what we have in stock now. It's not pre-order, so order it today before supplies run out. That was my plug.
That was beautiful. That was well done, Shawn.
Rocco doesn't let me do it, but I think I can. I think I got the chops.
Yeah, you did.
I am going to hand draw Spopovich onto every single shirt.
Whoa.
So buy it while you can.
Wow, that's a lot of shirts.
And that's a promise that
Gonna
he's
be here
making. So
gonna be here all night.
when that's not on there, you know who to talk to.
Email.
Be here all night. Yeah, email Kevin if that's not on there.
It's like a Shawn F.
All right.
situation.
We'll see you next week for the Hanukkah cast. Be here.
We'll see you in 2 minutes for the after show. Be here.
Be here.
Don't fade it.